It's taken me years to find a headset that's targeted towards the gamer market that isn't just a cheaply made piece of plastic with a fancy coat of paint consisting of RGB lights in place of essential features and decent sound quality. Thankfully, this time around, the Cloud Alpha S aims to set a new precedent for what gaming headsets should hold their standards to. So, let's get into it. After using the Cloud Alpha S gaming headset by HyperX for over 3 months now, I can say with absolute confidence that this is my favorite gaming headset I've ever tested. From the sleek, minimal, and comfortable design to the 7.1 surround sound that actually works, this headset delivers on every promise printed on its feature set. When you first open the box, you'll be greeted with some great accessories along with the headset itself. HyperX included a nice cloth carrying pouch for easy travel, a 3.5mm aux cable, an extra pair of cloth ear cushions, and a USB audio controller for gaming consoles, for the PlayStation 4, PS5, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch, and of course for PC. I know that on the box it only states for PlayStation 4 and PC, but I have tested this with the Xbox and Nintendo Switch and had no issues. Looking at the design of the headset, HyperX decided to take a step back and go with a safe, minimal design that still proceeds to turn heads whenever it's taken off the stand. The Cloud Alpha S doesn't need any bright colors or fancy RGB lights to let your viewers know you're wearing a high-end gaming headset. I love the blue accents to offset the black paint, which also gives it a unique look without needing a pretty light show. And having a detachable microphone for content creators who don't even need the mic on the headset is always an A+ design choice in my book. Good on you, HyperX. Words cannot describe how light and comfortable this headset is. I am being completely honest that at times I forget it's even on my head with long gaming sessions or with my live streams. It's that comfortable. The outer ear cups are made of plastic coated in a matte finish, which I do love because it doesn't attract fingerprints and will stay clean much longer compared to a glossy paint. The light aluminum and leathered headband makes the headset comfortable on your head while staying easy to adjust to all head shapes and durable enough to take many falls and bends without any issues. Speaking of the ear cups, they are very plush. They are a pillowy leather by default, but it does include again a separate pair of cloth ear cups in the box that you can interchange to your preferences, even if it is a little bit of a challenge to swap them out. I tried both pairs out and I personally like the leather ear cups a lot more due to the cloth pads tended to leak audio much easier. But in the end, both of them are extremely comfortable and they roughly feel the same on the ears. They also are thankfully thick enough so your ear won't be resting on the inside of the speaker grill like mine tend to do on so many other gaming headsets, so thank goodness. On the bottom of both ear cups, there are bass adjustment sliders that have 3 settings: fully open, half open, and closed. Leaving these sliders both open will allow more of a rich bass response, while closing them will tighten the bass to allow more clarity in the highs and mids. Which, it's very cool in theory, but in reality it doesn't really change the sound output that much. It just pretty much dampens the bass when the sliders are closed, so I would personally recommend just leaving them open. Lastly, it does have a detachable 3.5mm cable, which is great because if you damage the cable, you can always replace it, unlike with so many headsets on the market that would force you to buy an entirely new headset if the cable ever got damaged. Now, as much as I love the design, I do have a few cons with it. I'm not a fan of the cables being exposed on both sides because they could become snipped or frayed with travel and excessive use. Yeah, it might look kinda cool, but if it ends up being less durable in the end, I'm not for it. I'm not a fan of how loose the adjustment is on the headset to where while wearing the headset, if you move it at all on your head, it might adjust its height without you even wanting it to. I also don't like that the ear cups only swivel up and down. They do not go left and right, so this could become an issue trying to get the perfect fit for most people, but thankfully I have not had an issue with it. My last con is that I'm not a fan of the volume controls and surround sound controller being placed into a separate controller that you plug into your PC via USB. Now, I do love the ability to use the headset with any device just by using any 3.5mm aux cable, but you do lose out on the volume features, the mute button, and again the 7.1 surround sound if you do not use the separate USB device. Sadly, I wasn't able to use the USB device with my headset due to my XLR mixer setup, but in the end it does work fine without it, but you do lose a lot of those features without the USB device. Moving on to the sound quality, HyperX includes 50mm dual chamber drivers that create a separation of bass frequencies from the mids and the highs to essentially allow them to be tuned separately to provide more distinction between sounds and minimize distortion. At least is what they say on their website. I don't normally get into the specific mumbo jumbo, but let's just say that these speakers are great. I've used this headset for all types of medias, from watching movies, YouTube videos, listening to music, and of course playing games. With every type of media, they get the job done without really any complaints from me. They have an overall flat sound signature that I was very pleasantly surprised to hear because, honestly, most gaming headsets usually have an over-the-top bass response that ends up just muddying out the mids and highs to try and make your content more quote-unquote immersive, but ultimately ends up just taking you out of the experience. The Cloud Alpha S's do the exact opposite of this and honestly keep you sucked into your content with how clean and accurate the bass response tends to be, whether you're using the USB device or not. Yes, you will get a more open soundstage with the quote-unquote home theater type feeling if you do use the USB device and turn on that 7.1 surround sound setting, but I didn't feel like the experience was that much worse without it. Plus, there are many programs out there that can simulate the same exact effect through your PC without having to use the USB port. Yes, this is only for PC users, and I do have a whole separate video on how to do that in the description below. So in the end, with the Cloud Alpha S, I have zero complaints when it comes to sound quality. Lastly, let's talk about the mic quality. The rest of this section is being recorded with the detachable microphone that comes included within the box. The mic is nothing special, but is far from terrible and will be more than serviceable for Discord chats, Zoom calls, or really any type of chat situation. I probably just wouldn't recommend it for content creation or voiceover work. Also, the microphone only works if you use the headset with the included USB device, and this might be a deal breaker, but there is no active voice monitoring, so you will not be able to hear yourself through the headset while using the detachable microphone. In the end, the HyperX Cloud Alpha S gaming headset hands down is in my top 3 gaming headsets of all time. Yes, it is not perfect and has a few flaws with its design, but for only $80 right now on sale, it's an absolute steal. So that is my full video review on the Cloud Alpha S by HyperX. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and again, thank you so much for watching up until this point. If you have any comments or questions about the headset that maybe I didn't get to in this video review, let me know in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I also want to take a brief second to remind you guys about joining the Thick Squad, which is just hitting that little join button. It does support me and this channel to keep me making more content for the future. For $2 a month, you can be helping me a ton in getting new content out there as fast as possible and for getting new equipment for more reviews in the future. So with that, make sure to leave a like to show your support as always, subscribe so you don't miss the next one, and we'll hopefully see you in the next one. Peace out.